What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. Shouts out to Josh, the founder of the Strict Dad Foundation, man. But better parents make better children for a better world. Join that Facebook and Instagram channel. Follow and like both those pages. He doing some positive things over there and raising a lot of awareness to families and things like that and helping to educate men and women on uh, developing themselves to be better parents, developing themselves to be more prepared and aware of the things that's going on in this world that by ignorance we tend to fall failure to. So shouts out to him over there for that. He do these questions on the Facebook like once a week where he just throw out questions pertaining to life and things like that and allow people to just elaborate and talk about things concerning it. And in the process of talking about it and concerning it, um, in the process of doing that, people share their dialogues, and then you get an understanding of how people think, and you really get to see sometimes why things are the way that they are based upon how people actually handle some of these questions and things. Like, for instance, here's one of the questions that was asked: how long should you date or know a person before introducing them to your kids? How long should you date or know a person before introducing them to your kids? How long? That's a good question because we live in a day and age now where the children's innocence is just not taken as serious as it should. We hurt our children a lot by the things we allow them to watch, by the things we allow them to listen to, by the things we allow them to eat, by the things we allow them to we bring into our homes. So we really hurt these children innocence a lot. We seeing all over the world where these children are being abused and being killed by um, the mother or father, lovers, or people they've been dealt with, been dealing with. And here's the thing: when you single parenting, and I'm not going to say single parenting. Let's just say you got a child with somebody and y'all not together. So y'all co-parenting or single parenting. And you decide to date again and you enter somebody. I believe respectably. Well, this is respectably. This just real right here. If that man or woman is um not going to be your husband or wife, you shouldn't expose your child to him. And that go for me and anybody else. I'm just gonna keep it real. That's the real thing to do. You shouldn't expose your child to that person because relationships is different than marriage. Relationships is temporarily. Marriage, for the most part, means staying. That's what it means to marry somebody. For rich or poor, sickness and health, to death do you part. That's what marriage is. Marriage means forever. That's what it's supposed to mean. Relationships just mean temporarily. Like, you're not good enough for me to marry you, but I'll stick it out with you for a little bit till something better come along. So if a person not willing to marry you because they don't appreciate your worth, your value, you shouldn't bring them around your child. You shouldn't bring them around your child because marriage is sacred. And marriage means I'm here. I'm here. Not a relationship. So if that person is not your husband, not your wife, then you shouldn't expose your child to them. Because what happens? You get tired of them, then you go with somebody. Every time you go with somebody, oh, I go with him now. Oh, I go with her now. Your child meeting all these people over and over again. It's not right. It's not right. We have to learn how to discipline our bodies. We need to learn how to have more self-control. We need to know how to be patient. Right now, we live in this microwave world where everything is just so fast. Everything is just so fast, you know? And because it's so fast, we're not taking the time out to see the damage we're doing at the same time. So I believe it's not a time on who you expose your child to. This is the time. If the person is not your husband or your wife, which means they there to stay, you shouldn't be exposing your child to these people. You have to first know your worth and value. And if you don't know your worth and value, then you don't have the best interest for the child neither. Because if you do this to yourself, how much more the child? So love must first start with self. With self. But you can only get love from God. And that's the real thing I have to tell you, no matter what. Giving you these positive messages, that stuff don't mean nothing when you don't have God. Okay, you positive. What do that mean? Nothing. Power comes from God. Power comes from God. Wisdom comes from God. The ability to apply what you know. Conviction comes from God. Love comes from God. True love. Real love. And that's a fact. So the message, before it even for y'all, is for me first. It's for me first. And even I've been guilty of that. And it don't make it right. I was wrong. And I felt as a man in some of those areas in my life. If I could give it back and do it all over again, I would have done it differently. I would have done it differently. With that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's some question, it's yours. Shouts out to Josh and the Strict Dad Foundation, man. You definitely give us something to think about. You definitely opening up the eyes to a lot of people. And shouts out to you for just wanting to make a difference. Wanting to make a difference in somebody's life and doing something positive, man. And really showing that it's actually still people out here who care, who want to make a difference. Because you seek the best interest for others. And that says a lot. I pray that God draw you unto him. You come to the knowledge of Jesus Christ, brother. And that you'll understand that it's God who get the glory and not us. So, with that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's a question, it's yours. Shouts out to everybody that's been watching, participating. Remember, I'm giving out gifts for these questions. So if you want to answer this question, whoever had the best answer, whoever had the best answer for this question, I'm going to pin it up in the comment. I'm going to pin it up. And I'm going to cash app you or PayPal you some money if I feel you had the best comment for this question. With that being said, man, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's some question. It's yours. Here's the question again. How long should you date or know a person before introducing them to your kids. And it's Battle Truth, y'all. Join my Patreon. I just dropped a single called Karma, man. Fire, man. I want y'all to check it out, man. Plus, I dropped 10 other blogs on there with me, Dolo, Sluggo, Sean, Dolo brother. Funny stuff, man. Funny stuff. And God bless every last one of y'all. This your boy Battle Truth.